What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Look, I wanted to do a follow-up on the Joshua Brown murder. I did a video on it a few days back, and even when I made the video the first time, I was 1000% sure that it was something rotten in the water based on the whole story of how this brother was killed and the so-called details behind it, or the so-called facts behind it. And if I thought that then, I really think it now. I'm like 10 billion times more certain now, because in the wake of the murder of Joshua Brown, so many other BS storylines have come out, man. And I wanted to play a little of the Dallas Police Department's official statement concerning this, and then give my take on it, man. But something rotten, man.
Police Department. I'm over the Criminal Investigation Unit. So first, let me thank you for coming out on such short notice. I appreciate it.
Hope y'all can hear.
Appreciates it, as well as the Dallas Police Department. As you know, Joshua Brown was shot and killed October the 4th of 2019. He was shot and killed at 4606 Cedar Springs in Dallas, Texas, which is why we gathered here today. First, I would like to acknowledge Joshua's family. We in the Dallas Police Department grieve with you. We understand how hard it is and how much pain is related to losing a loved one. No family member should have to suffer that kind of pain. I want you to know that the Dallas Police Department is working diligently on your behalf to solve this case. It's our policy that we pursue all murder suspects. We pursue them aggressively, we pursue them thoroughly, with the hope of bringing closure to the family. As you know, I've said it before, that we value human life. We understand that there's some in the community that do not, but the Dallas Police Department does value human life. Through the dedicated work of my detectives, we have identified 3 suspects in the Joshua Brown murder. Jacarius Mitchell, black male, 20 years of age. Michael Mitchell, black male, 32 years of age. Thaddeus Green, black male, 22 years of age. According to suspect Jacarius Mitchell, all 3 suspects came from Alexandria, Louisiana, to purchase drugs from Joshua Brown. Thaddeus Green was the facilitator. He's the one that contacted Joshua Brown. As they drove to the offense location, Thaddeus Green gets out of the vehicle, has a conversation with Joshua Brown, which escalates into physical altercations, at which time Jacarius Mitchell gets out of the vehicle, and he states that Joshua Brown orders him back into the vehicle and shoots him in the chest. As he's laying in the vehicle, he hears 2 more gunshots. He says that Thaddeus Green shot Joshua Brown 2 times. According to the autopsy report, Joshua Brown was shot 2 times in his lower body. One was a through and through, and the other entered his body just below the spine, traveled upward, damaging vital organs. Thaddeus Green also took the backpack that Joshua Brown had, as well as the gun that Joshua Brown had.
Okay, all right.
Michael,
I'm going to chill on it for a minute because I don't know how much longer it's going to go. But I hope y'all can hear it. Okay, now that's the Dallas Police Department giving their version of the events that led to Joshua Brown being killed. Again, man, I'll speak about the timing. But one thing I want y'all to flash back to the video that I made. I told y'all that they were going to come up, that they were going to say he was involved in something else. I told y'all that they were going to say that. And that's how they always find a way to criminalize either the victim, as they did in the case of Botham John when they um, uh, issued a search warrant for his apartment to try to find out if there were any illegal drugs or activity going on in his apartment. They instantly try to criminalize, and now the same is being done with Joshua Brown. I don't know of anybody, unless you just it's something got to be wrong with you, that would be still trying to get down like that in terms of street activity in the wake of such a public testimony that you just gave. The whole world saw that. And again, the whole world saw the fear that was in Brother Joshua as he was giving that testimony. He was not comfortable being on that stand. And he didn't get no hugs that I saw. I didn't see him getting no hug by the judge or nobody else. And it's just crazy to me how that whole story is lined up, that three brothers from Louisiana would come down to purchase some marijuana from this. But do you know how much weed it is in between Louisiana and Dallas? There's a whole lot of weed. If this Louisiana and this Dallas, it's a whole lot of weed that you can get without having to go all the way to Dallas to get that weed from that person. Just don't make no sense, man. It don't make sense. And we all know that it's an appeal coming and all that's going on, and of course, if there was an appeal and there was a new trial or whatever the case may be, Joshua was going to be right back in the mix, right back on the stand. How can you not see the obvious holes in this? And there will be some staunch believers in the judicial system that just say, "Hey, man, it is what it is. This just happened by chance, and it is what it is." But I've been black a long time, man, and this just don't add up. There was no protection for this man, and I'm gonna say it all day long. I'm gonna say it till the cows come home, bro. That the police department was upset that this man was standing up giving a testimony. And people have said, well, his testimony wasn't really all that condemning. And man, look, the things that he said were very, very important in leading to that conviction and that little punkish, little weak sentence that she got. When he stated that he heard no commands of freeze, police, or anything, that's big. That's big, whether y'all want to take it or not. But I told y'all that they was going to come up with some kind of alternative reason why, or an alternative scenario why this brother was killed, because of course they're not going to say what we all believe, and that it was an inside job orchestrated by the police department. Because far be it from our dedicated police officers and our trustworthy police departments around the United States, our righteous judicial system, far be it from them to even fathom this type of activity. But You can't tell those of us who have been in the hood all their life, and those of us who have just kept a close eye on the um the wicked operations of this system over the years, man, especially as it relates to black people. So let's just keep our eyes open, man. Let's just keep our eyes open, because I don't believe that this is what they're saying it is. And it's sad that this man had to lose his life behind taking a stand, and for some that he shouldn't even have had to experience, man. Just like Botham Jean shouldn't even have, there shouldn't have even been a trial to testify at, because Amber Geiger shouldn't have murdered Botham Jean in the first place. But God bless your family, Joshua, and stay tuned. Peace.